the newest resident here at Catskill Animal Sanctuary? I don't know. Is it you, Arlo? Are you the newest resident of the sanctuary? We've got a lot of friends who are hanging out here today in the front area of the sanctuary. So we're just kind of like got Chester and Levi hanging out over here. We've got Arlo over here. Who do we have over this direction? Do we have anyone over in this direction? We have got,
if you are wondering where Molly is, here, she's here.
Yes, we've got Molly over this direction.
Being super helpful. I think we're starting to get some of our friends in now. I see some of the regulars coming in. So,
yes.
Oh boy, all 4 baby goats are helping now.
Oh goodness.
Oh goodness. Oh no, I
So,
might need a hand.
We've got a few baby goats over this way. What else do we have over this way? We've got Mullins' tricycle. So she must be preparing for her goat games since our lovely animal care director Mullins, Kelly Mullins, is going to be tricycling for our goat games today.
Wait, who's that?
We've got a thief! It looks like we have a thief. Somebody from Team Violet, Team Hike and Walk, is stealing Mullins' very, very important goat games.
Well, at least she didn't get far. Oh, Molly, Levi, not helpful. Well,
overall, an attempt to sabotage Kelly Mullins' team
oh no!
for the goat games has gone astray.
She's getting away.
Is getting away with stealing a tricycle.
She's getting away.
Oh no!
I guess she's gone and we'll never catch her.
Kelly Mullins may end up having to bike on a regular old bike after all for her Goat Games team, and Danny Aretto has successfully sabotaged a fellow worker here at the sanctuary. But if you want to be more supportive of the Goat Games, then Danny is over here. We're also currently experiencing some technical difficulties with our goat baby friends. Come on, Levi.
They're so helpful. They're so helpful. They just want to help.
They're just enjoying eating the camera, the microphone, the tripod, and the humans today. But if you have not already checked out some of our Goat Game stuff, go to our website. Right on the opening page, you'll be able to see where you can click and check out the Goat Games. I'm sure we'll also leave a link in our comments for this video. If you want to support our fundraiser that's starting up in August, but you can sign up now and start fundraising now, where you can join our various teams as a participant. You can do anything from hiking and walking on Team Violet, swimming, Team Chester, Team Nellie is biking, Team Bartleby is anything you want whatsoever. It could be hanging out on the couch and sewing. It could be doing push-ups like I'm doing. So
how many push-ups?
I'm doing 1,400 push-ups in a week, Lauren, because I made choices. And who am I missing? Who did I forget to add?
You get Nellie, Violet, Alice, Chester, and Bart.
Did I do them all? Oh, Team Violet is hiking, walking.
Yes.
Team Alice is running. That's who I've forgotten. So yeah, check us out. Take part in the Goat Games. Get active with your friends and family, and support the sanctuary. We'd be super appreciative. And we'll have to go and recapture Kelly Mullins' tricycle so that she can do her tricycling for our Goat Games. Again, our opening ceremony is going to be on August 8th. Is Arlo's head in front of the camera there, Lauren?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Arlo is being an incredible camera assistant right now. Oh, hi, Levi. And Levi is eating my walkie-talkie, I think. So we've got our little baby goats growing up, and they've been getting into quite a bit of mischief today. Thank you for joining us all this afternoon. Now that I have yammered on about the goat games for a little bit, we are going to actually check out our newest resident here at the sanctuary. What in the world are you eating, Bubby? Bubby, that's not food. That's a walkie-talkie. That's a walkie-talkie. Oh my goodness. I feel like these baby goats are going to be making appearances in all of our stuff for a long time because they're just constantly around. Yes. Oh, look at that little blissful face. We love you, Levi. We do. We're going to go see our newest chicken friend, Miss Petunia June. So if you have any questions about chickens, leave them in the comments and we can answer some of them during our virtual sanctuary visit today. I hope you're all having a lovely day so far. Ready, Lauren?
We are ready.
Oh,
if
hi.
Arlo lets me leave. Okay, bud, we gotta go. You can't come with us.
Can I just scoop these guys up and bring them with us?
Just under the arms?
Yeah. One under each arm, like
I
your
don't know.
Giselle and Sabine, the ducks who like to be carried everywhere together if they must be carried. Because they are lifelong partners.
And by the way, we did have a super quick question of what is the igloo that's over here?
Oh yes, so this is a perfect place if you are a baby goat who's getting a little warm in the sun. Nice and shady. It is more appropriately sized. Chester, you're
Chester's in the way.
Chester.
Pardon me, guys.
It is more appropriately sized for a baby goat. It used to be a great size for all four of them to climb in together, but they are getting bigger. But yeah, it's just a little sunshade spot for them in the summer so that while they're out and about, they have another area that they can hang out. Buy a nice watering trough over here, but they are free to find shady spots everywhere around. Ready? Come on, Schmarlo.
All right. Okay, little guys, watch out. Watch out. So sorry. I'm taking away your toy. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so our newest resident, Miss Petunia June, actually lives with a new buddy of hers, Max, who's having an incredible dust bath at the moment. He's making some pretty happy chicken sounds, and so we may end up disturbing his dust bath. I'm not too worried about it when we go in there, but I'd love it if we could capture a little view of him before we go in through the fence, just so you can see how content he is in there. Come on, baby goats.
Pardon me, Chester. Chester, no.
So we've got Chester. We've got sweet little Max in here. He dug himself up. Molly, you're also in the way. Come on. Come on, Molly.
I will say Levi is being the best behaved right now. He's kind of off over there minding his own business. So good job, Levi.
So Max has dug himself. Gotta move forward just a little bit more, Molly. Molly's like, my butt should make an appearance always, right? Yes. He's dug himself this little dust bath. It's nice and cool in that dirt, Arlo. And he's gonna kind of roll around in that a bit, get the dust all up under his feathers so that he can then kind of shake it out and preen himself, which is kind of like grooming all of the little bits of dirt out of his feathers with his beak. He can do that and take all of the oils and dirt and maybe like bugs off of his skin or feathers and stay nice and clean. That's how chickens bathe themselves. And Max is a very well-groomed guy.
Apparently, regular viewer Sean also took a dust bath recently and says that his skin is more radiant than ever.
I would love to hear about where you took your dust bath, Sean, and what that was like for you, because that sounds very fun, and also not terribly conventionally human, so.
Well, we don't do
I'm glad you're joining us today, Sean. We are gonna now hop in here. I apologize if we bother you at all, Max, but we're gonna say hello to your new friend. All right, buddy? All right. And we're gonna leave behind these little not terrible at all, baby goats.
Yes, no baby goats in the chicken yard.
In fact,
so sorry.
I'm probably gonna let Lauren walk in
Yes,
first
if you
with the
want to
camera
watch the baby.
and keep the bubs out. Nope, not you, Levi. Not you.
Oh, so sad
What happened?
that they're sad.
Oh,
We abandoned them, and they're never going to see us again.
Miss Petunia June. Would you like to come here, sweet angel of a chicken? Can we see her well?
I'm just going to shift the camera down a little bit so we can see a little bit better. And, well, she is right next to the camera. You want to scoop her and...
Bit of a scoopsies. How would we feel about that, Angel?
There we go.
She's like, I'm not into scoops, thank you. So this here is Miss Petunia June, who may be compelled to check out our camera equipment rather than be featured on camera. We'll see about that. I am going to pose a question to our audience right now about what breed of chicken you think Petunia June is. Thank you, Travis. And what breed of chicken you think our buddy Max, who we saw earlier, who's also in here, what breed of chicken is Max? And I'm going to give you guys a second to actually hear that come through, because I know there's always a bit of a lag, and to put your guesses on in our comments. And in the meantime, I'm going to talk a little bit about where Miss Petunia June has come from. Lauren is giving me a weird hand signal behind the camera, but I can't actually see her hand signal. So this is me saying, Lauren, what are you trying to tell us?
Lauren is here. I'm just going to flip the camera real quick because look who's right here next to me. Just wondering why everything is not about me. That's all. We'll flip it back now. Back to your regularly scheduled chickens.
Yeah. Arlo is also maybe nibbling a little bit at Lauren's arm at the moment.
He's allowed.
Yes. Yes, these baby goats. They are an endless adventure for us. Petunia, would you like to be on video? Let's move. I'm going to scoot back a little bit to see if she'll come over and say hello to me, because she is a pretty affectionate hen. She has shown that she has a super great, friendly, outgoing personality. Oh, Maxie, would you like a clover? What do you think, Max? Oh.
And we do have a guest, by the way.
Who's our guest?
Which is White Leghorn. And then also, Leslie is wondering if this can be a multiple choice question.
Yes, sure. I'm going to give a really easy multiple choice question to you all. We're going to say White Leghorn. That's already a guess in there. We're going to say a turkey. We're going to say a rooster. I should give a better multiple choice question here than this. Let's see. Help me come up with a few chicken breeds, Lauren.
Silky.
So we've got White Leghorn, Silky, Red Star, Cornish Cross, and Polish chicken. Yeah.
We do have a guess.
Yes.
Leslie says Red Star Hen for PJ.
Yes.
What about Max, though?
What do we think Max is?
And meanwhile, by the way, Michelle is wondering where we can get that t-shirt that you're wearing.
That is a great question, Michelle.
Excuse me.
Oh my
Excuse me.
This broadcast is interrupted for a baby goat who's broken our fence. Okay. Chester. Chester.
We'll get that fixed. Don't worry about it.
Yes, we will. I'm going to give... Okay, so I will answer the t-shirt question in a second. Max, what breed are you? The hint is, and I'll answer it right away, Red Star chickens are also known as... Thank you, Travis! Red Star chickens are also known as red sex-link chickens, which means that the males and the females have very, very different color patterns from the time that they're born. Their color of their feathers is linked to their chromosomes that make them either a rooster or a hen. And so he is also a Red Star chicken. Right?
So they're the same.
Good one at that. Yes, a handsome guy as well. He is significantly older than Petunia June, and we're going to talk a little bit about that today. And then where can you get our cool best friends come in all species? Thank you, buddy. You're so great, Max. I love you. Our cool best friends come in all species tank top. This is last year's version because I wore last year's version today. But it is now coming in blue. And you can get it on our website, and it looks great. It's really comfortable.
We just had the link put in the chat as well. So
thank you,
pop over
comms
there
team.
and check it out.
Yeah. So we've got all sorts of cool merch this year. Even though you can't be here in person, you can still feel a little bit of the sanctuary and carry it with you out and about doing your outdoor, socially distanced activities, like participating in whatever you want to do for the goat games, right? Yeah. Travis in the background, we may have to pan over just to say hello to him real quickly because he is making his presence known. Travis is also a Red Star rooster.
We're gonna do it this way. There you go. There he is.
Hi, Travis.
Hey, handsome.
Travis is a better known resident of the sanctuary than Max because he has historically been on quite a few of our tour routes, and Travis has historically also really, really loved people. He loves his interactions, and he and Max were rescued together. So we're going to talk a little bit about all of that today on our visit. But let's talk about Petunia June first, since she's who we're here to fully meet. Do we have a good view of her? Miss Petunia. So, Petunia was found not too long ago by a woman in New York City. Petunia June was found on the streets of New York City. And we believe that she, like many of our rescued friends here, including Bruce, who we saw earlier this week, we believe that Petunia June was a live market escapee. So she may have, in some way, found her way outside of a live market, or sometimes known as a wet market, where live animals are kept before they're killed in New York City. And Petunia would have most likely been used... Can we see my face? Is this okay?
Yeah, you're good.
Cool. Petunia would have most likely been used as an egg-laying hen. So right now, she is probably around 2 years old or less, although she's already looking pretty aged. She is likely only 2 years old or less because she was recently rescued, and most egg-laying hens, unfortunately, don't get to live past around 2 years of age. So she has had an incredibly, incredibly lucky break here at the sanctuary. She was very, very fortunate that she was found by a generous and caring person who, saw an animal in need and didn't assume that somebody else was going to help, but instead said, you know what? I don't know if anybody else will help. I'm going to step in. I'm going to scoop her up off the streets and then figure out where I can bring her. So she actually brought Petunia to her apartment to stay for a short while, and the Wild Bird Fund ended up helping place Petunia here. So the Wild Bird Fund does some great work down in the city, and we're grateful for them sending this little sweetheart our way. She is already proving to be just a total angel of a hen, right? Are you a sweetie pie? We're having groomies right now, so.
She's busy right now, Kate.
Yes. She was cuddling earlier. She actually may have gotten some of her cuddles out with one of our employees here, Heather, who was doing a great little photo shoot with her. So now she's busy, preening herself for the next photo shoot. But she is the kind of hen who would lay all of the brown eggs that you would typically see in stores in the United States. So I like the guess that she was a white leghorn hen because she is small and she's the kind of hen who would be used for egg laying, just like white leghorn hens. The vast majority of eggs that are produced in the United States and are sold in U.S. grocery stores come from one of two breeds of chickens, white leghorns and red star hens. So she's the one who would lay the brown eggs. White leghorns would lay the white eggs, and it has nothing to do with their feather colors, but it does kind of correlate to the color of their earlobe. But I'm not going to pick up Petunia and show her earlobe to you right now because, as we can see, she is busy. Before I chatter on a bit more, do we have any questions so far?
Well, we have a couple people to say hello to. First of all, Bo is here.
Hey, Bo!
Hi, Bo and Suzanne. And, oh my gosh, I forget what the dog's name is. Is it Freddie or Frank? Something like that.
Oh,
and
gosh.
Your special dog friend. We don't know where Stuart is right now, though he's not nearby. Sorry, we can't show you your boy. And also here in the chat is Catherine, who helped rescue our little friend.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
Thank you so much, Catherine.
Thank you. I'm glad that you're tuning in to see her. She's really adapting well to her home. She's been tried out with a couple of different chicken groups here at the sanctuary. I'm gonna just take a moment to acknowledge that Lauren's shirt is getting eaten in the background by Molly, the baby goat, fully and totally. And Lauren's shirt is actually now a tank top when it was once a short sleeve shirt, because
that had nothing to do with the goats, so.
Who knows? There was a mysterious rip in the sleeve. Was it a baby goat tooth, notoriously sharp, or was it something else? Nobody knows.
I don't think we should accuse the baby goats if we don't know that was them. That seems a little unfair.
But Petunia was tried out with a couple of different groups. Who knows if her friendship with Max is going to be sort of the best fit for her here. So far it's been going really beautifully, and they seem to be getting along really well. But every time we welcome a new friend to the sanctuary, we kind of have to test and see who likes who, and who really gets along, because they've all got their own individual personalities, and people who they kind of get along really well with. Did we have other questions? All right. So we are going to talk a little bit about why Petunia and Max specifically look so different, and why it's not really a coincidence that they look so different and they're an egg-laying breed of chicken. Because Petunia, you can kind of see, she's small. She's a little scraggledy. Her body has been through a lot. She actually is also a de-beaked chicken, so the top of her beak is a lot shorter than the bottom. She is a chicken who has been bred to lay over 300 eggs a year in her early life, which isn't at all normal or natural for a chicken. Normally, chickens should lay, in nature, wild chickens or their wild ancestors would lay 10 to 12 eggs a year. And in order for them to lay 300 plus eggs a year, we've had to really, really selectively breed them and drastically change the way that their bodies work. And in breeding them to be these small birds who don't need to eat a lot of food in order to produce a lot of eggs, who can be as efficient and cost-saving as possible for the farmers who are keeping quite literally sometimes tens of thousands of birds in one barn. They want their bodies to be small so you can fit as many in a small space as possible, whether or not they're in cages or they're free range or cage free. They're often intensely confined either way. They've bred these really skinny birds who don't have a lot of muscle on their body, but make a lot of eggs. So they're scrawny. Nobody wants to eat their bodies. And only the hens will lay eggs. So the scrawny rooster brothers of these little baby hens, unfortunately, they're not wanted for anything. And so the day that they're born, they're often killed because they're not going to serve much purpose on farms. And so it's having them look so different from the time that they're born makes it really, really easy to sort them out. So you have somebody who looks like Petunia, who's a lot darker than her friend Max, who I'm just going to scoop up and bring to the front of the camera here.
And by the way, about Petunia Jane, she's in the process of regrowing some of those feathers, so she does look a little scruffy right now. But she'll have some nice lovely feathers soon.
So this is Max. Yeah, she's been through quite a bit, Miss Petunia. So she's gonna adapt and get much better. She's been getting lots of nutrition, a little bit of extra supplements. She's got some treats over here, which looks like right now some strawberry, some hard-boiled egg that she would have laid here at Sanctuary, and some leafy greens. As well as some special chicken crumble, it looks like, to help her get back some of the nutrients that she needs. Right? How's it going, little sweetheart? And Max is finding some treats over in the corner. Yeah, so Max is somebody who is an adult red star rooster, and he came to us from a hatching project. So we don't often get to see roosters of Petunia's breed, and the reason is that they often are unfortunately killed as soon as they're born. But he happened to have been born back in 2013 in a school hatching project. Unfortunately, the school had no plans to do. It's raining. Lauren's getting a little worried about the rain. I'm gonna finish up my Max story, and then we're probably gonna run. I just don't want the equipment
to get ruined. That's
we are gonna be a-okay, but unless it starts pouring, but we'll see. I
am gonna unplug the microphone though.
Okay.
Will be if the sound sounds a little different. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So Max here was. His school had no plans after all of these little chicks hatched for where to bring them. And unfortunately, we were able to take in some of these roosters, but so many times they often are just, thrown away or killed or dumped in the woods, or sent back to farms where they're not allowed to live any longer. But he's been here with us for 7 years. He's getting to be a bit of an old man, and hopefully Petunia will live close to as long, although, yeah, right? We've just got to make sure you get back to good health, sweetie pie. We are going to have to wrap up because it's raining. I'm sorry if we've missed any questions here. And we will, if you have any questions that we didn't get to answer, ask us in the comments, and we'll answer them in our live stream next week. And see you all later. Check us out for the goat games. If you would like to support the sanctuary in general, you can text to 91999. And check us out on Instagram, Facebook, which you're already on, TikTok, and you can stay in touch with everything that we're doing. Thank you guys. Bye. Have a great day.